Here is my 2023 prediction for the real estate market in Boise.
So here are my predictions for 2023 in regards to the real estate market.
There's a lot of metrics and a lot of things we could touch on. I'm going to pick on one right now, and it's going to be a little bit related to interest rates. So there, in some of the research I've done, there are two types of buyers that were kind of put off of buying due to interest rates. Interest rates peaked above 6% for the first time, according to Mortgage News Daily, on 13th of June last year.
I think until spring, prices are going to continue to slow down. I think the demand from buyers is going to start to speed up because traditionally buyers start January, February, March.
There are two types of buyers that looked at this and were like, okay, this doesn't make sense to me anymore. There were the people that basically were priced out because what they were looking for was no longer affordable. But the second type was the people that wouldn't buy out of principle. They're just like, nah, you know what? I'm not going to buy because I'm just not willing to pay that much per month, even though I can afford it. Well, it's been, some time since June. Interest rates, hit 6% in June. They went down a little bit and saw the fives in kind of July. But since September, we've been at a 6% minimum. We've been at 6% or more since September of last year.
And sellers don't typically start until spring. So I think the next 3.5 months, buyers will have the most leverage they've had in a while. A lot of you know that.
So what's happening right now is there's probably some people, you might be watching this, you might be one of them, they're sat at home and they're like, you know what? Our situation hasn't really changed. We kind of needed to buy and we wanted to buy because we didn't have enough space or something wasn't quite working. We were kind of obsolete. And now that it's been several months that we've been seeing a 6% higher interest rate, all of a sudden, I think people are going to start coming back to the drawing board and be like, you know what? We were the principal type of buyer. We weren't going to buy because it was going to cost us more than we wanted to pay, not what we could actually afford.
I think in spring, inventory is going to go up, but demand will also go up as more buyers enter the market as well, especially this millennial generation. That's the largest home buying generation ever. I think that's going to cause prices to not only balance out, but possibly start to increase throughout the year.
There'd be a lot of uptick in buyers come about May. June was when interest rates started to peak up. I think it's been almost a year. It'll be almost a year at that point, May, June. I think there's gonna be a lot more buyers that are thinking, hey, you know what, we can stomach this because 6% is kind of the normal.
However, it depends on interest rates. What I think is gonna happen is rates are gonna be just okay for the next 3 or 4 months, and I think rates are gonna slowly tip down starting in spring, summer, especially with an election year coming up. They want to make things look good. They want borrowing money to be easy. And then throughout the summer, I think it's going to be at its busiest. And then fall and winter, I think it'll slow down a bit. We'll see what happens with prices, but I do know that regardless, I think 2023 overall will resemble something similar to pre-COVID, more like 2019, 2018.
So my prediction is in 2023, I think we're going to see an uptick in sold overall real estate for residential buyers come May, June-ish, I think, is when we can see it. So we'll revisit it then. That's my prediction, 2023. May and June are going to be that big kind of peak of buyers. So yeah.